So next we're going to be looking at how we can use our CAS to construct a dot plot, a box plot, and a histogram. So the histogram has a few restrictions on it. We want to width of 5 and want to start at 40. We'll deal with that when we get to it, okay? But for now, let's work on the dot plot and the box plot. So we've got our data values listed, and we need to put them into our lists and spreadsheets. Okay, I've already done that. So we've got our 9 values here. And I've just labeled it as values. It doesn't matter what you label it, just make sure you label it something that you can use for the next part of the question. So once we've done that, we want to go to our data and statistics page. So if you press on the home button or Control I, depending on which way you like to do it, okay, is your data statistics, which is this value here. Click on that and we get our new page open, and we want to then label the x-axis and label it as values. Now, by default, it puts it into a dot plot, which is the first part of the question, which is awesome. So if this was what the question was asking, there you go, sketch it out as you need to. The second part is then ask you to convert it into a box plot. So to do that, menu, plot type, and then box plot, so menu 1, 2. And you can see it converts into a box plot for us. Now the good thing about this as well is that your values are labeled. So your minimum is your 44, your Q1 49.5, your median 58, your Q3 64, and then your max 65. Now this set of data doesn't have any outliers, so if it did have some outliers, you would be able to see them labeled on the dot plot, on the box plot as well, and they would be a little circle off the rest of the graph, and you could hover your mouse over them again and see what the values of those are. So the final thing we need to do is then convert this into a histogram. So again, menu, plot type, and histogram, so number 3, and it does that for us. Now the issue we have here, if we go back to the question, is it's asking for a width of 5 and starting at 40, whereas our current histogram starts at 44 and has a width of 2. Each of our columns is 2, so we need to change this. So we need to go to our menu. This time we go on to plot properties, histogram properties, bin settings, so the second value, and then we'll have an equal bin width. And this is where we choose our options. So for the first one is we want to choose a width of 5 because that's what the question asks us to. And the alignment essentially is asking where we want to start with our data. So we want to start that at 40 and we press OK. Now you can see that the bottom values haven't actually changed. So we're still starting at 44. So if you relabel your values, okay, it just adjusts the scale for you so you can see exactly what you need to do. Now again, from there we can hover over it. It's clearly, we can see that these ones match up to 1 and these match up to 2. But if you were to hover over it, it tells you there's 1 point in there, another 1 in there, 1 point in there, 2 in there, 2 and 2. Okay, so if you're ever not sure, if you have a large data set where the values are really tight and you can't really tell, if you hover over it, you'll be able to see what the exact values are.